Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Nut House. I hope you're ready. I think you're going to like this one a lot. So, if you didn't already know, we have nutcrackers, okay? They are vintage, and they are beautiful. So, they also come, you can get the chalkable cutouts for them, okay? So, that is going to make this project really everything that it needs to be. I also cut this. Welcome to the Nut House. And we're going to use the rustic round. Okay, this is a 16-inch round. You can get it in my shop, or you can get it on sale with the rest of this project tonight by commenting the word nutcracker. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Let me see if I can paste this real quick. There we go. Nutcracker is the key word. All right, and we are a little nutty here, around here. So, I think this one's going to be great. And I have a fall door hanger on my door, the Hello Pumpkin one that I made. But this one's definitely going to be going up after Thanksgiving. So, really excited about that. Hi, Shirley. By the way, I'm using this nautical chalk paint. I can barely read it. The light's kind of shining in my eye and blinding me a little bit. Hi, Diane. How are you? Shirley and Wanda, I hope you're having a great night tonight. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. Y'all, I have such a long day tomorrow and the next day. So if you didn't know, I live way north of Houston, like really north. And tomorrow and the next day, I have meetings and I'm going downtown. So I have to be there at 8 a.m., which is horrible. I was actually considering getting a hotel room down there. Hi, Tina. Because it's going to be a long morning to get down there, a long drive. And I'm thinking I need to leave here at probably 6 a.m., 6:15, like at the very latest. But I would like to be out of here by 6. So I got to get up early. I'm going to wear my hair down tomorrow. Hi, Stephanie. And dress nicely. So I actually have to get dressed on usually I wear decent clothes, like a decent shirt, a top, because I have to go on camera quite a lot for work. But I usually wear shorts, or like right now I'm wearing some leggings. But tomorrow I have to wear jeans and regular shoes. Yeah, too much work indeed. I am not interested in that life. But once again, I woke up poor. So I have to go to work and give them the old razzle dazzle, you know? Impress these guys, which is fun. I do enjoy my job. So that helps a lot. I don't hate what I do, so that's wonderful. Okay, so this is the perfect blue for Welcome to the Nut House. I think it's going to stand out really nicely against the brown of the rustic round that we're going to use. So these are let me see if I can show you these without them falling off this thing. There are 4 nutcrackers in the package. We are going to paint the background blue. Okay. The same blue, that nautical blue. And then we're going to use Shimmer Harvest Paste. This is like a goldish, sparkly. I think it's going to be perfect for this one. Really excited about this project. I had an epiphany the other day. Just kind of, I was looking for new stuff. I go on Etsy all the time looking at files and stuff and figure out what I need to cut next. Keyword is nutcracker. Oh, let me pin that to the thing. There you go. Really? So I found that if you try to paint too big of an area with them, they do kind of shed a little bit. Not too bad though. I don't know which ones you got. Did you get the ones that I recommended? Because these are good. They're not the best, right? But they're better for painting cutouts than a paintbrush, because you don't make a huge mess with paint all in the little crevices, especially for really intricate cuts, like intricate laser cutouts. Plus, you can kind of, like this nutcracker that I just painted, I kind of did it a little bit, it's kind of splotchy, which sometimes I really like that look. Now, I do sometimes paint bigger surfaces, like this is kind of a big surface to use one on, but it still is working okay. Now, I do occasionally, you'll see me, if I do end up painting a bigger surface, or if it's just a big flat surface, I'll end up usually sanding it just a bit. Yeah, I can send you a link, Diane. You can check them out. They come in a big package though, but if you use them every so often, you'll never run out of them. Or if you paint a lot of stuff with them, then it'll be worth it for you. They're cheap too, so it's not like a big expense to buy them. And I haven't actually looked, well, I haven't looked extensively, okay, but I have not been able to find these in stores. All they ever have for makeup sponges now is the little egg-shaped ones. You know, the trendy ones that all the makeup influencer girls use. I never see these triangle ones anymore. These like this. These are the ones that we used to use. Hi, Becky, in high school to put on cakey foundation with. Okay, I'm gonna go one more layer on these just so that they're not too splotchy. Okay. All right. Now, this will give me better coverage, and I just want this to be this color blue I think is going to be just perfect for these. Now, you could do different colors, red, or even, I've seen a lot of last year, I saw a bunch of red and teal for Christmas, or even pink. And the red and teal and white, oh my gosh, that combination, y'all, is so pretty. But I wanted to do kind of the classic nutcracker that I see. Whenever I think of a nutcracker in my mind, I see the little wooden ones that my mom has for Christmas that she's had ever since I can remember. She's had these nutcrackers. I don't know when she ended up getting them, but one of them is red. One of them is blue. I think maybe there's only two. I can't remember if there's a third one, but one's red and one's blue. And that's just what I think of. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if a lot of things that I remember from childhood are normal, to be honest with you. But my mom was she always had all the stuff for Christmas. And we had a big fake tree that I would get so excited when it was time. You know, my dad would go up and get it, or my brother, once we got a little older, would go up in the attic and bring it down. And I wanted to put that sucker together and decorate it. And I was like a perfectionist on decorating the tree with all the prettiest ornaments. And then once me and my brother moved out, my mom got a smaller tree. Now she's got one of those little pencil trees, which are cute, y'all. Those are so cute. I love them. I actually got one last year, or maybe the year before. I don't know. I got one like that because we had a small space in our old house. I didn't have anywhere to put my tree. And so I got one of those little pencil trees, and it was perfect. So now I probably need to go look and buy a new tree now. But I still don't really have a good place. How does that work for y'all? So whenever you go to put up your Christmas tree, do you have like a specific place where you like move furniture out of the way? That's how we did it in my old house. Whenever I lived in Cypress here in Houston, we would put it in our dining room. So we would just move the dining room table over. But I don't really have a good place now. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But I need to figure that out here pretty quick because, y'all, Thanksgiving's going to be here. It's going to sneak up on all of us. In fact, Chris's mom messaged the other day asking what our plans are for Thanksgiving. And I'm thinking, like, it's not even that close. Y'all, we're almost to Halloween, okay? Alert. Buy some Halloween candy. For the love of God, you're going to forget and miss it. In fact, I was at the grocery store this weekend and I was thinking, like, should I go ahead and buy candy? I did not. Because we'll just eat it if I do. But I do need to get some because I feel like there's going to be a lot of trick-or-treaters in this neighborhood. I don't know that for sure. But I think there probably will be. And I don't want to be that house that doesn't do candy. Like, you know, there were always those houses that were like not celebrating. Yeah, I didn't even do it last year because we had listed the house. And by the way, y'all, did you know that it's been a year since I first listed my house in Tennessee? I think that anniversary was today or yesterday, which is just crazy to me how time has flown by so quickly. And I remember, you know, the first couple showings, I was so excited, like, someone's gonna buy this thing. And then we ended up having to wait 6 months. Hi, Rebecca. 6 whole months, y'all. That is like, not, I was gonna say infuriating. That's not the right word. Like, it's just, it killed me to sit there and wait and wonder what people thought, like, what's wrong with my house? And then we did get an offer, and it was a super lowball offer, which was ridiculous. And then they tried to tell us, oh, well, the inspection says all these horrible things, which it absolutely did not. Okay, there was nothing at all wrong with this house. Okay, the people that ended up buying it had to find little silly stuff for us to fix. Okay, literally it was nothing. Like, one of the windows didn't open, so we have these fold-out windows at my old house. I don't know if this is normal. I've never in my lifetime ever seen these kind of windows. But you would lift them up, and then you could pull it out so that you could clean the inside and the outside. Anybody ever seen those? Really neat. But two of them, one in the game room and one in the guest room, were not easy to pull out. Hi, Gwen. And so Chris had to, like, I don't know even what he did to it, but he, like, oiled it or something and fixed it. I don't think he oiled it. There was, like, a piece of fuzz stuck in it or something like that, from what I remember. From the, like, you know that, the little, like, thing that they put around the window to keep the weather out, or, like, keep a draft out or whatever? That was kind of stuck in there, so he got that done. Okay, so these are my little nutcrackers that I painted with that nautical blue chalk paint. Okay, now remember, these are re-chalkable. Okay, mine are not going to be because I use acrylic paint on them, but that's okay. I'm going to glue them onto this. So this is a rustic round from my shop. These are so great. No, it's like that little fuzzy, it's like a fuzzy strip kind of, with the sticky back. I don't know what it's called, and I don't know why I'm putting this on here yet, but I'm not ready for that yet. Let me move this because I'm losing my mind. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. So these are the nutcrackers, y'all, and I was actually shocked at how big these are because these bad boys are 12 inches tall. Okay, this transfer is 12 inches tall. Well, maybe they're 10 inches tall, but still. Yeah, like a weather stripping, not that rubber one, but the ones with the fuzz on them. It got stuck in the little doohickey. That's a technical term, okay? I know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to use just a little bit of wax. Don't go crazy with the wax. If you do, your paste is going to have a real hard time sticking to the surface, okay? So I'm just going to use a little bit to protect my little nutcrackers, keep that paint from peeling off. And I'm going to make sure I'm fuzzed really well, because I have found that when I paint these, it works great. The paint sticks really nicely to them and everything's good. But with a brand new transfer, you run the risk of pulling that paint right off of that surface, okay? Because these are kind of smooth and you don't really have anything for the paste to, you have a lot for it to adhere to. I was trying to say, I don't know what I was trying to say, but I was saying it backwards. You have a lot for it to adhere to, and it ends up pulling up some of the paint if you don't wax, okay? Now, again, you don't want to go too crazy with the wax because it will make your paste not stick. All right, so this is our transfer that we're going to use again, okay? I am going to cut these apart. I didn't do it before my live because I did not think about it, but that's okay. Oh, I am like feeling really wound up tonight for some reason. Had a good day. So the project, one of the projects that I've been working with since I started at my job, got approved today, hopefully, to go on through, so that's cool. But there's still more to go, so, you know, we're holding tight, but we submitted all of our stuff, and everyone was real happy, so we had our review meeting this morning, and it's so exciting. I love that kind of stuff because hearing these people, I don't know who they are, you know, give their approval on something that I've been like putting my heart and soul into is really neat. It's very gratifying. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm fuzz this transfer really well, and we're going to do this 4 times now, so stick with me. Should be a pretty simple project though. Not a whole lot of painting. You're not putting pieces together. Just simple but pretty. I think this is going to turn out really nice. So just make sure that you fuzz. And all of these are different shapes. Should be easy to tell which is which. Hopefully I painted the right side of this bad boy. And that's not the right one. So, see, I told you it should be easy to tell it apart, but I was not successful with that one. Okay, there's 2 with the little thing on the head, so on the helmet. So I just assumed, but this one's carrying the, like, whatever that is. The spear or whatever. I don't know what that is. All right, let's see if we can. Okay, we're going to get there. Just had to get little limp pieces out from underneath my transfer. Make sure that it's good and stuck. And that in the center here. Okay. Now, for all of these, we're going to use the Shimmer Harvest. Now, again, this would look awesome if you use different colors for the nutcrackers or whatever, but I'm not that inventive. Okay, and I can't see a vision very well with a bunch of colors. I'm sorry. I struggle all the time. You know, people make these beautiful things. I see them all the time. And I'm like, wow, that is gorgeous. Like, Lori, you shared your project that you did, that Which Better Have My Money the other night. And oh my gosh, your paint job on that was absolutely phenomenal. It turned out gorgeous. And I don't have that. It doesn't always work out for me. So I wanted to stick to classic, what I think of whenever I see a nutcracker. And I think the blue and gold will do just fine. All right, now, oh, I was not expecting these to be this big. But they are pretty awesome. Really excited about these, and I know when Chris's sister sees this, she's probably gonna come over here and steal this off my front door. I can feel it. She has so many nutcrackers. She's obsessed with nutcrackers. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Look how pretty that looks. That Shimmer Harvest is perfection on there. It looks so good. I like that a lot. Okay, now this is going to be the correct one this time. For this guy, let's see if we can fuzz it. I didn't have any paint peel off, so that's a great sign. Let me see if I can move that over so I don't smudge it. And carefully peel it apart if you stick it to itself. Not that big of a deal. If you do though, and you're afraid, just go run it under some cool water and it will come right off. Okay. I love those pens, Lori. Love them. They work so good. Seriously, your paint job was just incredible on that. But yeah, I really do. Any kind of paint pens, honestly, I'll try them. I don't care. I got a set a while back from Amazon that were so cheap. And they were on sale too. And so, you know, I don't know if y'all are in any of those Amazon groups. But if you see an Amazon group of Amazon deals, y'all join it. Because they share some random stuff all the time. And it's literally just the most random stuff. One day, it was chalk pens. And it was like the kind that they use at the restaurants on the big signs. And I'm like, hey, I love paint pens. I'm going to try that. But it's actually chalk paint. And supposedly, you know, you could write on a chalkboard with it. I don't know about all that, but they paint really nicely. And they were super cheap. There's some off-brand. Who knows? Maybe they're not an off-brand. What do I know? But I bought them because they were on sale, and I can't pass up a deal on craft supplies. Honestly, I can't be trusted with a debit card, y'all. I'm a mess, okay? Out here just, whatever it is, I'm like, oh, well, I'll figure out food later. I don't care about food. But we're going to have those paint pens, I can tell you that. We can eat paint pens. Or, you know, I mean, just, we'll figure it out, okay? Look at that. These are so detailed. I love that so much. I really do. Okay, so let's go to this one because it's in the right order of my way that they're stuck on my thing. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without touching one of my little finished pieces here. Now, just make sure that you fuzz a couple times. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Welcome, love. All right. I've also apparently, I thought I had paint on my hands. I don't know where that, I feel like I just rubbed paint across this. It's fine. It'll be fine. So yeah, I call her my sister-in-law, even though me and Chris aren't officially married. She's gonna be over here robbing this off my front door. The minute I hang it, I can guarantee you. I can feel it coming. She loves nutcrackers. I need to find a big one that I can cut for her front porch. Wouldn't that be neat? Let me see. I need to use my light for this one. I feel like I'm not getting it lined up correctly. I feel like I might be doing an error here. And that's kind of hard for me to see it. So, let's see. Just want to make sure it's centered and not kind of cockeyed, you know? And with a big shape like this, sometimes they're a little bit difficult. I'm doing great. Thanks so much for joining me. I do appreciate you. All right, let's get that stuck down and go right in there with some Harvest Shimmer. Y'all, these are so simple, and I think it's going to be really nice looking. So, and I'm telling you, this project just came to me the other day. Looking for files, I wanted to, I don't know, sometimes I get a wild hair, and I'm like, ooh, I need to do something. What files do I need to get to cut? And then I start posting them on my page, and then I start getting inspiration, and boom, it came to me. Like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to do a nut house project, but I like doing projects with chalk a lot. Not only because I can easily share them with y'all, but y'all, these products are perfect to be using for stuff like this. I mean, look how great that turned out. Super easy to use. Anybody can do this. You do not have to be creative or talented, not even a little bit, okay, to make it look like you know what you're doing, okay? Because look at me. I'm here. I've got paint all over me. My hand is covered in chalk paste and blue paint. I don't know what happened to me. But I'm not creative, really. Most of the time, I'm winging it with my decor, okay? Trying to guess and figure out, you know, and I say that, and I had to restyle my entire house. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Shelly. Because when I moved here, I had sold all my furniture and all of our belongings, pretty much. I mean, I was like selling things from underneath Chris, yet left and right, okay? Literally. And having to go furniture shopping was very stressful for me. Or just like looking for furniture, trying to figure out what I was going to buy. It didn't help either that my mom was like sending me all kinds of stuff constantly. And I'm like, okay, I am not going to go to a million stores. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Welcome from San Diego. I am in Texas. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, let me see. Hold on. But yeah, it was overwhelming, okay? And my mom's like, well, we can go to this store and that store and this store. And I'm like, ain't gonna happen, lady. So we'll pick one place where I can get it all. So I go into Rooms to Go and the girl asks me, hi, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, you can help me with furniture for every room. So that's what I did, because I am antisocial these days now that I'm don't ever leave the house hardly, and I don't like leaving the house, period. Okay, I don't want to spend all day out there shopping in the world. Just ring me up and keep it below my number and we're good. And so that's exactly what I did. My mom was not pleased either, because she wanted to go to several stores and compare and all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm not doing that, lady. Okay? I know what I like. These things that I found are good. Okay? They work together for me. And I didn't buy just like, I want this whole room. No, I picked pieces, which was great, because y'all, I was so stressed about picking stuff out. Like, that's hard. I didn't realize it, okay? Because my old furniture, I had gotten pieces over time. You know, I didn't have to put pieces together and like match them together and make them look like they weren't too matchy-matchy, you know what I mean? It was extremely stressful for me. Okay, that looks amazing too. These are super easy to make. And this is going to be so fun to put together. So let's see if I can get some stuff out of the way. And I don't know that I need another baby wipe, but I'm going to dry these. Okay, so I have 4 of them here. A 16-inch round, these are going on, okay? I know you're thinking, Pam, that is going to be way too big for a 16-inch round. Well, I'm here to tell you that I think I can do it, okay? Just like I was able to buy all my furniture in one place. And if I could have bought it all online, that would have been preferable. But I did want to go and see and sit on stuff and get a feel for it, you know? I even took off my shoes and laid down on the couch, because the girl told me, act like you're at home. And I'm like, say no more. Laid directly down and made sure that the couches were nappable. So that was my struggle. But I'm telling you now, even because we even sold all the stuff on the walls. Okay, everything that wasn't a family photo got left behind. And so now I'm having to rebuild all the stuff that I had gathered on my walls for years. Which is also crazy, because all my walls were full of my old house, and now my walls are blank, pretty much. So that's what I'm doing here, is pretty much making stuff for my house all the time. But this bad boy is going to go on my front door after Thanksgiving. And I think it's going to be perfect for us. Now remember that shimmer paste takes just a little bit longer to dry than regular paste does. And even with these thinner transfers, it still is gonna just be a little bit longer, okay, than it would normally be for regular paste. So keep that in mind before you go stick your finger in it, just like I did just now. Oh. Like a hair that's like, I don't know where it's at, but it's going across my face, bothering me. I thought I moved it, or I got rid of it earlier. It was hanging down like right here. Just one little strand, y'all, and oh my gosh. Making my face itch. Alright, here we go. Oh, a little bit more up here. Alright, there we go. Hi, Bobby. How are you, love? Alright. Get all this stuff moved. And then don't forget, we've got the Welcome to the Nut House words, okay? And still in that same blue, because why not, right? I want them to really stand out against the brown. Wow. I almost said blue twice. Okay. Look how pretty that blue is. I love it. All right. This is the rustic round. It's 16 inches. And I love this round. I love to use it for every single door hanger that I make because it's so easy. I can get it in my shop any old time that I want to. And you can get it tonight by commenting the word nutcracker, okay? At a discount. That's still a little bit wet. Let's see. I'm doing great. So happy to have you here tonight. All right. Okay. So that's, now these are going to hang off a little bit, okay? But I think it's going to be fine. Now we could obviously layer this if I need to, okay? But I wasn't intending to do that. So let's see. Yeah, I guess I will do that. That's fine. And it'll be okay because all of this stuff's going to be glued down together. Welcome to the Nut House. It's so cute. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Okay, glue gun's heated up. Now, you might want to use a different kind of glue depending on if you get full sun on your front door, okay? If it's real cold, sometimes hot glue seems to work okay. I lived, and whenever I was in Tennessee, it got cold, real cold. And I never really had a problem with hot glue. With super glue does not hold very well in sub-zero temperatures, okay? But hot glue seems to work okay. Now, if you get full sun on your door, you're probably not going to want to use hot glue. I mean, yes, hot glue. Okay, so keep that in mind. Hi, Linda. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Now, let me see if I can get this one glued down too. And then we're gonna do these bad boys, okay? So I'm gonna try and do a little bit more glue on them to make sure they really stick. But you could use some E6000 in addition to hot glue to really get that great hold, okay? I'm gonna just use hot glue because my door does not get full sun. So I'm not super concerned about that. Now, this one, and I'm not gonna go all the way down either with the glue because, darn it. Okay. Okay. Having a struggle here, okay? Because it's gonna be hanging off, and I didn't think about that for the last one. Well, I guess this one's, yeah, it is. Almost messed up there, my friends. These are so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. This vision coming to life is the best thing ever. I'm telling you what. And I can pretty much feel my sister-in-law coming up here. And it's not close to her house, okay? And I guarantee you, she will come up here like a thief in the night, take this off my front door in a heartbeat. She won't even care that she's on camera, okay? That's how bold she is. Because this thing's so cute. And I mean, I honestly can't blame her. Now, I'm going to make sure that I have this appropriately spaced. Now, that one seems a little cockeyed. That's not good, but, you know, it's fine. All right. And I think I want to add a little razzle-dazzle, because you know I love razzle-dazzle, to my words with my favorite Posca pens. Isn't this great, Sandy? I'm glad you like this. I love non-traditional Christmas stuff. Like I said, the red and teal, y'all, if you have not seen that trend for Christmas colors, oh my gosh, so pretty. In fact, I think this year, I need to go to Hobby Lobby to get some wrapping paper. If you don't buy your wrapping paper at Hobby Lobby, you're missing out, because they have the best wrapping paper and they have it on sale pretty much all season long. That's perfection. Okay, I love it. Now, for a tie on it, we're gonna flip this baby over real quick. Yeah, red and teal. I think that's the color that my wrapping paper is gonna have to be this year, because I just love it. It's so pretty. It ends up looking so good. And let's see if I can. Now, I'm going to tie this in 2 knots. Ooh, I love that idea. Yeah, that's the other thing, y'all. I need to go get all new ornaments, I feel. I don't know. I'm so bad. I am so bad. I could be budgeting and be like, okay, but new ornaments. So have y'all heard about girl math? Okay, so here's the thing. They say that if you use cash to buy something, it's free, because you don't have any money coming out of the bank. And that makes sense to me, okay? It totally adds up. Because if it's not coming out of my bank, it's free. And what's the other ones? If you return something, okay, that you previously purchased with a card or however you bought it, I don't care, and you get a refund, that's free money, okay? Now, if you go and you take that money that you just earned for free money from your return and you buy something else, let's say you return something, you got 40 bucks back, free money, then you go spend $50 on something, you just only spent $10, okay? That is a good deal. Or if you don't buy something that's on sale, you're losing money. Have y'all heard this? I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm hyping myself up, okay? Now, this is a gold Posca pen. And I'm thinking that I need to do something on my letters, maybe. Okay, so that one was a long stroke. It was a little bit difficult. Now I'm feeling like I need to do it on all my letters, and I'm hoping I'm not messing up here. If you haven't played with these Posca pins yet, you're really missing out, okay? So, I think it just adds a little bit of something on there, okay? Now, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're losing money if you don't buy something on sale. That is girl math, okay? So, anyways, if you don't buy this on sale tonight, you're losing money is what I'm telling you. Comment the word nutcracker. Sorry, I was trying to think of the word. And you can get this stuff to make this yourself, okay? Now, I would love to see your finished projects in my VIP. If you're not in there yet, you can also comment Nutcracker to get the link to come into my VIP group. We are a fabulous community of crafters, and we would love to see what you're making, okay? I love you all so much. I hope you have a great night. I do have to say I am going downtown tomorrow, and I have a dinner with my coworkers. I'm hoping I will be home at a decent hour, but I cannot promise anything. So I will see you soon. I promise, promise, promise you. And in the meantime, you can go catch up on old videos. I have tons and tons of videos on my page. You're welcome to check them all out and comment on them and hype them up, okay? Love you all, and I mean that when I say it. Have a wonderful night.